struggling for years on a diet and constantly battling an addiction to sugar, I finally reached a turning point about 4 weeks ago. It wasn't a matter of willpower for me because I could go a good year without having sugar. But the problem is I constantly had this feeling of deprivation. I knew it was unhealthy for me. I knew I needed to quit. I knew that I was using it to cope, but I was still doing it. And I just honestly was at my wit's end. I didn't know what else to do. I heard an ad for Hypnosis for McMurray on the radio talking about how you can quit smoking with hypnotherapy. And it got me thinking that maybe you could use the same hypnotherapy to quit sugar. So I made a phone call and booked an appointment. I took the weekend before and I prepared myself for the hypnotherapy. I wrote down my goals. I wrote down what I was wanting to achieve, and I did a lot of meditation so that my mind was open to it. Because the thing about hypnosis is nobody can hypnotize you. It's self-hypnosis. So as much as you allow yourself to be hypnotized, you will be hypnotized. So I showed up really primed and ready to go. When I got there, it was really, really calming. I met this wonderful woman. Her name's Christine Perry. And it was an unbelievable experience. In that time, I remember her just explaining to me that I eat for nutrition now. I don't eat impulsively anymore. That I am in control of my mind. I'm no longer being controlled by sugar cravings. I want freedom from sugar more than I want sugar. And I repeated that and have repeated that every single day since that appointment. I felt like 50 pounds lighter, and I just knew in my heart of hearts that I didn't need sugar anymore, that it wasn't going to rule me anymore, and it hasn't. I've seen sugar, I've been surrounded by sugar, I went to a graduation ceremony, I've gone to a baby shower, I've gone to a wedding, there's been cake all around me, things that would have drove me absolutely crazy, and rather than feeling impulsive to eat it, I have felt completely in control and not needing to eat it. Rather than feeling deprived of something, I have felt pride in not needing it. What hypnotherapy has done for me is when I feel stress, rather than going for that impulsive feed and eating sugar to try and cover up whatever I'm feeling, and quite often what I was doing was to avoid that stress, I would binge eat sugar, and then I would feel so much guilt for doing that it would cover up the stress I was experiencing. So now when I'm feeling stress, I have the mental capacity and the mental control to say, no, I'm not going to eat that sugar because I eat for nutrition. I don't eat compulsively or impulsively. Because then, without covering it up, I was left to actually feel the emotions. And I'm forced to take action in a healthy way to deal with that stress. I began journaling, doing a lot more self-analysis on what I'm feeling and how I can get out of that experience without those unhealthy compulsions towards food and sugar. Through hypnotherapy, we busted through old barriers that I might not have gotten through myself. It helped me get into my subconscious level and help me erase those default setting for sugar when I get stressed out. I cannot thank Christine Perry enough at Hypnosis for McMurray because I honestly feel like I have a new lease on life, and I've been able to be around sugar and I'm not tempted, and it feels absolutely amazing. And if this is something that makes sense to you, and I would definitely recommend looking in your town, and if you're in Fort McMurray, definitely check out Christine because she did an absolutely wonderful job with me, and I will never be the same. I'm so grateful.